Hello everybody, this is Lynda Cromar back with you with another tutorial for your blog. And first of all, I'm going to go ahead and get into the blog. That's under Promote Your Business if you forget where it is. And then of course go to My Sites. And I'm going to use the visual editor today to show you. There's a little bit of difference, but not much. So I'm going to go to Posts and then add a post. This one's actually where I was creating something, so I'm going to just trash that one. And then I'm going to add one. I'm going to make it's going to become a post I can use tomorrow so that I'm ahead on my content. So I'm going to just add a new post. I need to give it a name before I can go into visual editor. So first of all, I want to show you a really quick and fun way to create a post really fast, even when you don't really have very much to say. I'm going to save this. This was something I did over the weekend. In fact, I did it on election day, or on inaugural day. So I'm going to use this piece that I did in Facebook, and I'm going to make it into a blog post. Repurposing is a really good way to actually make content that you can use over and over again. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upload that in here. And I'm going to, remember, I'm making my own special branded pictures, because what's nice about doing this is then it can be shared on Facebook. And so I'm going to bring it here, and it's slightly too large, so I'm going to pull it down just a bit. I'm going to bring this up in front of it. I don't want it to cover up any of the words. I want it to be readable, but I don't want it to be too small either. So I'm going to bring that as much to the center as possible. Okay, now it needs a different title because this is not the correct title. So the story is about sitting with winners. So I'm gonna make this into why you need to sit with winners. So it's not exactly the very same the content in this, but it goes along with the picture, as you can see. I'm going to download this. Now remember, I'm using an outside image source so that I don't use up all of my space inside the blog. I prefer to keep the images that are inside the blog, the things that are permanent. So I'm going to add that in here. This is Imgur, I believe it's called. IMGUR. It's a free service. It's supposed to also be where you can share images. You can actually share images in here. So I'm going to keep it right here for a moment while I work on getting this started. So I made a decision on what the title is. I'm going to use that same title that I just created here on the blog post. So I'm in the blog post, and I'm going to do just a save draft for the purpose of allowing me to then have a link that lets me get into the visual editor. I haven't done any content, as you can tell. This is totally empty. So the next thing you want to do is click here, and it actually opens in a new page. As you can see, it's going to be completely empty because there's nothing here yet. But let's go up here, see where I have this menu across here. I'm going to enable Visual Builder. This looks quite a bit the same as the Divi Builder, but I believe this is actually built into our blog for everyone, not depending on the theme. The first thing you want to do is actually, you see this little purple button here? You want to expand that so that you have those menus. And the first thing we want to do is add or load a library item. I've already created a library of my own, and I'm going to add from the library of my own things, which are right here. I've got 4 things. This one I don't really keep or use. I'm not going to be adding a video, so I'm going to use the basic text, and it's going to add modules in here without my having to. And also I have my saved share buttons at the top. You can't see them. I don't know why it doesn't show them, but they're up here. So this is the wrong image, so I'm going to go and copy this. And so I'm going to come over here into the blog, and I'm going to edit the image. That's the only thing I actually have to do, is just come in here and change this image to the new image. Now you see that it did change to the new one. So then the next thing I want to do is, you always want to copy, and anything you change, you've got to save it with a check mark. So now that is the first piece. I've got the title and I've got the correct information. Now again, this is the wrong text. So first of all, I want to go over here. I want this title again. And so come back to the blog. So now I need to edit this, and that's going to pop up this menu on the side. So let's change that. Now, this is where we get really cool here. So I come back to Facebook. I wrote a whole post a few days ago. I'm going to go ahead and just grab this. I'm going to grab everything I put in this post, and I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to put it in here in the space where this is. Now I have a completed post with almost no effort at all. See how that happened? Everything else stays the same. My signature stuff stays the same. And then I change the picture. I have the save. And then I want to actually publish this post. So now I want to come back here, and as you can see, this still says draft. It hasn't published, but it says something here. So it's not going to be uncategorized. It's going to go in leadership. And I also want it to have, I don't have it open. I need to go and open another tab so I can grab I use a certain amount of tags all the time, and I didn't get it in this last post for some reason, so I need to get that in there. So I'm going to go put that in the tag area, add that in, and this is going to be immediate. I don't have it back posted or anything. I'm just going to publish. So now it's going to publish completely. This saves all of what you did over here, and it publishes on here. Now let's see if we got a correct post. So you're not going to see anything in here because I did not use that editor. Okay, something went wrong. All right. Let's make sure we save here. And then we save again here. You do have to save twice, because if you don't, it doesn't show up correctly. Okay, come on, why are you not showing this? All right. Okay, let's go over here. It looks to me like it's showing up here. Yep, there it is. For some reason it wasn't showing up from the previous little piece, but and we got a big space here that I don't really want. But there is our completed blog created from the visual builder. So I hope that helps you, and go ahead and play with it. You can't break it, just play with it.